Hi, hi, hi. Welcome to this Sunday edition of the Daily Divine. It's actually our Saturday Night Live Sunday afternoon edition. My name's lisalyle. This is my space here on YouTube. A very warm welcome back to all my soul family out there, and of course a very warm welcome home to those of the family who are just joining us. Ouch. All right, so I'm going to get my Palo Santo going. I need to get a new stick. This was Frank's favorite little machine. So I'd like to just ask at this time that I am a clear and pure channel to bring through messages from Source Divine, loving and kind, here to support our soul's ability to shine, 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 shine. All right, so, wow, okay. Let me just have a drink. 111, make a wish, live your bliss, born for this. Oh, okay. So last night we didn't go, well, I did go live. There was a short little 2-minute live. My energy and attention was better served on the home front, supporting my beautiful, sweet child. And so that is exactly what I did. So I'll probably at some point take that video down from last night. I just thought I'd leave it up there for a little bit. So hopefully people will come here and catch the message. So last night, the intention was really to obviously speak about the energy of the time. We've just moved into Aries season. We are in the spring here in the Northern Hemisphere. Happy New Year, everyone. 222 across the screen right now. And this is really asking us, we're being asked at this time more than ever in our life to trust that we are being guided. We're not being led astray by external forces. We are being guided by the loving force of light that lives within each of us. And we are receiving a lot of synchronicities, a lot of synchronistic messages and signs. And so, numbers, as it has been here this morning, numbers is a big way that our guides, our team communicate with us. And it's almost, most of the time it's like, yes, you're on the right path. If we take nothing else from these synchronistic moments, just simply take the fact that you are on the right path. So before I went to the job yesterday, because last night we were going to work, and we're going to work with them this morning as well, the Wild Unknown Animal Oracle and the Wild Unknown Archetype deck. I don't even have the cards here with the books here with me. So perhaps we're not meant to work with the books today. I was also guided to the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle, and I always forget what this one is called. Something Avalon, I believe. Anyways, I'll put it in the description box. So before I went to the job yesterday, I was guided to work with the Avalon deck and the Hidden Realms and to pull some cards for us. And we actually got the first 3 cards out were 3 beautiful archetypes. And they were from this deck, the Hidden Wisdom of Avalon, I believe. And the very first card out was the High Priestess, this intuition, trusting our intuition, standing on our own 2 feet, this medicine, man, woman energy. And the words on the card, discernment, precision, Prescience? Prophecy and vision, number 2. And, as soon as that came out, it was like, yes, this is exactly where we are. And especially us women. I mean, I'm a woman, so I'm going to speak and share from a woman's perspective, obviously. And yet we're walking, or we're traveling these parallel journeys and experiences as the divine feminine with the divine masculine. So then I shuffle the next card out, was the Queen, number 4. So we have 2 and 4. We walk with angels. This is Empress energy in this deck. Woman, fertility, feminine power, sexuality, and friendships. And we were talking a lot about this on Thursday morning, weren't we? About especially about the sexual side of things. And this just really feels like a woman in her element, really comfortable in her own skin and having faith and trusting the process of this higher timeline, this destined timeline coming in. The third card that came from this deck was the Dragon, and it's a number 24. So we have 24, 24, 6, 6. We are the ones here to flip the script. And we do that by acknowledging and remembering who we are as spiritual beings, and then get to the work of healing so that we can go forward fulfilling our planetary mission, the spiritual work that we came here for. And spiritual work is simply the work, the things that we are intuitively guided to do, which come easily and naturally for us. There's an ease in what we do. And this card is the power. It says power and strength on it. And the color of this dragon, this orange energy, it's all emotional. And some of you, and in particular, the masculine, some of you that are here may be feeling incredibly tender, emotional. You may be experiencing, tears and sadness coming to the surface. And this is a good thing. And the divine feminine is supporting you to move through this process. And men do cry. And, it's really, it feels like an important time to honor this truth about all of us. We are incredibly sensitive and highly in tune, and highly intuitive. And when we tune in, our intuition, it's like the volume is turned up. After those 3 cards came out, I was asked to look at the bottom of the deck, and I can actually show you this picture because I took a picture of it yesterday before I went to work, wondering if I might have some time on a break to write about it or anything. But you can see this is how it was all set up for last night's Saturday Night Live, and we have the cards there that came through, which are the ones we're chatting about right now. So the bottom of the deck, we had the Bard, the pen in God's hand, the instrument in God's hand. We are this, each of us, and we each have our sacred, unique, and special gifts that we are here to rediscover because they get covered up under all the, trauma of the experience, the emotional stuff that gets stuck in our energetic fields, our nervous system. So the Bard is a number 7, guiding us back to our physical body. This guy feels like, the jester, the sacred fool, that Hyoka energy, music, poetry, myth, history, the enchantment of storytelling. And our stories are the healing balm that this world needs because we have all been through it. If I've said it once, I've said it, thousands of times. The world needs our healing. We're here to share our stories, and we each have a story to share. And via the sharing, we are healed. So then from the wisdom of the hidden realms, 3 cards came out, and I was really surprised at the change of vibe of these cards. And I was like, how do I line those up with the High Priestess, the Queen, and the Dragon? And I heard you don't. So they were, you'll see in the image, I think they were lined up together. Let me just have a look at that image again. So how is everyone doing? How are you doing? How are you navigating this time? Yeah, they were stacked together. Tune in, because it felt like these were the archetypes. It didn't even feel like we were, and perhaps we'll just go to the animals. We'll forget the wild unknown archetypes today, because I'm feeling like they're saying these 4 energies are the archetype: the High Priestess, the Queen, the Dragon, and the Bard. And perhaps we're all the Dragon Slayer. So at this point, I'd encourage you to choose one. We're going to work with the Dragon for the collective energy, all of us. But for the archetypes, just for a little intuitive animal guidance for you, High Priestess, Queen, and Bard. Okay? So out of the Hidden Realms Oracle, the first card out was this, which was the first card? Oh, the first card out was the Resting Tree, number 22. Again, this 2 and this 4 energy, High Priestess, as well as the angelic realms, knowing that we are 1212, knowing that we are guided and supported by the angelic realms. We are the channels of light who came here to reignite the divine light of Christ in its feminine and masculine form, the Alpha and the Omega, the Mother and the Father. And this is a recurring message that we've been receiving. This is where we are. We're in this resting space. We are resting, renewing, recovering, reviewing. It's retrograde. We've got Venus and Mercury retrograde, patience and stillness, and our deeply supportive connection to the earth. And we can create these spaces in our home space as well, right? Like, we are the architects of our experience. And so right now we are supporting the creation. We are co-creating this experience of ease and heaven on earth via the at ease nervous system. The next one that came out, 1331 there, the hungry ghosts, obsession, scarcity consciousness, and attachment. And it's a number 15, which, comes to that 5 energy. We're being asked to change. And the hungry ghosts, what are the hungry ghosts? The hungry ghosts are the ghosts of the past, it feels like. We each came here with a certain set of tasks that we agreed to perform and fulfill in this lifetime. And, it does feel in some ways like the more challenging the experience has been, the higher the calling, if you will, or the higher probability of fulfillment of the calling in this lifetime, this timeline, as we work through the obsessions. And what I'm feeling with that is discontentment with life, dis-ease, uncomfort. It's uncomfortable. The scarcity consciousness and attachment. And this really feels root chakra energy, you know, our right to be here, scarcity consciousness. I can't speak this morning or this afternoon. Scarcity consciousness, it's almost like that is born from this need or this feeling of having to survive and like having to work for basic, you know, the basics of life, just your right to be alive. That's already given. It's our divine birthright. The fact that we're here means that we are meant to be here at this time. And it feels like we are clearing the scarcity timeline. There is more than enough. We are more than enough. We have more than enough. We are resourceful and resilient. And then next comes this beautiful young lad, the divine masculine rising and the feminine too, in their sacred power and being compensated for, you know, for what we do and what we bring to the table. And perhaps compensation is simply, you know, this beautiful, abundant array and exchange of food, you know, just the good things in life. We are the proverbial pot of gold, and we are also the rainbow, the 7 spectrum rainbow, full spectrum of light rainbow. And within that, we're all one and interconnected, and yet we each have our unique self-expression in the world. And it's a number 28, and we are here now in this world in service to our eternal soul that is also currently present in this now moment. And then, of course, I was guided to look at the bottom of the deck, and we have the Arrow Master. Hitting the mark, intention, and detachment. Number 10, Wheel of Fortune energy. Yes, we have to use our discernment and detach from people, places, things, thoughts, outcomes, expectations, all of this stuff that keeps us in this lower vibration. And so particularly it feels at this time, just because of my personal experience in the last 13 hours or so, is that the divine masculine is in it and going through it and coming through it. And remember, you know, like emotions they're ours. We must own them. We must face them. We must process them by simply allowing them to move through and not becoming attached to them. Really, the moving through is the release. And so tears, if that is something that you have been experiencing or feeling welling up, are a very good thing. It's almost like the baptismal waters of life that flow within us. And when we allow flow through us to heal us and support our growth, right? What do we need for growth? Sun and water, right? Mostly. So keep going. We're on. You're exactly where you're meant to be. Again, this is the synchronicities, the numbers and things that you may be seeing. Trust that you're on the right path. And the Wheel of Fortune has turned. The Wheel of Destiny has turned in your favor. So we're going to put, for the collective, we're going to get a card for those ones. So we're going to go now to the archetype, the interactive component of this, High Priestess, Queen, or Bard. And then we're going to get an animal. So if High Priestess is the energy you're most feeling. Oh, right. This is like, I'm feeling this as like, as soon as it comes out, like Hanged Man energy. And Bat has this keen sense of inner knowing, right? Bats don't see very well. And so this is really feeling like your intuition is on point. Trust it, on target. Things, yes, get grounded, get grounded. And I'm hearing like you do your best work at night, is what I just heard. It's when your sight is most keen and acute. So perhaps what this is saying to you is that this is about the nighttime routine, perhaps changing up the nighttime routine, going to bed a little earlier, or maybe it's doing a little meditation or a little breath work before you go to sleep. And I mean, you can do this in your bed. It doesn't have to be anything formal. It could be, though. Yeah. So for the high priestess, it's bat. And there's a lot of, there's a fear many people have around this, around bats, right? They're small, they're, like they come out at night, they're, they're kind of creeped out. And then they have been also projected in that way through, media and the movies and stuff. They're always in scary movies, right? And so perhaps this is, for some of you that were guided to the high priestess, perhaps this is time to clear out the clutter in the closet. Is the bat getting caught up in the spider webs of the mind, or the cobwebs that have clouded the heart, have grown over the heart? It's about the purity of your heart coming back online. You are the medicine. You are the visionary. Oops. And look at that, but put it back. We'll see if it comes out again. Yeah, you are the medicine woman, the prophet, the visionary. And it's like, use this time, especially the nighttime, to clear your vision. Yeah. Okay. So to all the queens out there, you walk with angels. Allow the music of your soul, allow your soul's song to be sung. You sing your soul song and the world sees it and feels it and is healed by it. Infinite abundance, divine feminine power, co-creative with the divine, sacred sexuality, and sisterhood and brotherhood, humankind, HUEMAN. All right. So, and, there are, the queen has no fear of perceived predators. Queen has that Hawkeye vision that sees above it all. And I just heard safety in numbers. It was 2332 there. Divine masculine, the king, the sacred, the divine masculine and feminine are, I'm hearing being born again, meeting again, and experiencing reunion. Yeah. And it feels, the queen has faced the shadow, and the queen is the balance of the dark and the light, the masculine and the feminine. And same with the divine masculine. And each truly embraces their expression in this lifetime. I just heard, don't be afraid of what's lurking behind the curtain. No more hurting. This is the most unsettling for many of us energy at this time, is the amount of hurt and the amount of pain. The children on earth came to be, feel the sunshine on their face and the warmth of the sun on their skin. And, the fact that we're at this stage of the crumbling of the patriarchal timeline and moving toward, remember, it's going to be a year or more though, like a year now, moving toward the true dawning of the age of Aquarius. It's going to be, there's some unrest and we're all feeling it. And the most challenging thing to energetically process is all the hurt and the pain of the world and of the children upon this planet. Like, we're feeling it, right? And that's why the earth is so important to all of you, to all of us, highly sensitive humans. We are sensitive. We're spiritual in nature. It's who we are. And so we're healed in nature. We're healed through these connections with the other sisters and brothers. And when one hurts, we're all hurting. So if you were guided to the bard, the poet, the mystic, I'm hearing that ancient wisdom, modern mystic, simply spiritual, 2626. Synchronistic bliss. So trusting and trusting and growing your faith in yourself and your gifts is like an honoring of who you are. And this supports your gifts to open even more, particularly intuition. Pay attention. Oh, man. The beautiful dragonfly, ancient wisdom, modern mystic, messengers of light, bringers of light, intergalactic connections. Those connections we don't see that are right here, out of sight of the physical eyes, going back to the high priestess and the bat, out of the sight of the physical eyes. And yet, there is no denying that we are surrounded by the spiritual realms, light and dark, 2727. Trust your heart. We are wrapping up this cycle of the children of light, God's children of light, living in fright. Riding on the backs of dragonflies, playing, singing, dancing, being silly, co-creating, happiness, tears of joy, tears of sorrow, all of it. Having the full-on experience and experiencing it together, not going it alone. That's why we're here Sunday morning and we weren't here Saturday night. Because, and underneath that is the water fairy. Again, 28, which is that Wheel of Fortune energy. It's emotional freedom, feelings and emotions. And our healing is, drops, even if it's one drop within the ocean, the cosmic ocean, which is like rippling out. And, it felt through all kinds of timelines, all kinds of dimensions, generations of divine humans. And on the bottom of, so the water fairy was the bottom of the one deck. And right now, the map maker of destiny is the bottom of the other deck, another 24. So that's 3 24s. 6, 6, 6, 6. We're here to flip the script. Dark to light. And then we had the Shadow Queen upside down underneath that. Through our physical vessel, through our physical body, we restore the integrity of the light, the sacredness of the light. So, bard, poet, prophet, live your life of delight. And this is what it's like. I'm seeing, like, not the Pied Piper. I am seeing a piper, but it's like the blind mice aren't being led, right? Each child, there's a lot playing their musical instruments. So there's a lot, um, you know, it just feels like fun. Hi, Kiva. I'm so happy you caught me too. We're coming to the end of this, but it's been great. I would encourage you to go back to the beginning and see how it's all weaved together. This was meant to be Saturday Night Live. There's a short video last night, a 2-minute thing. You can go look at that if you want. So yeah, we're here. We're here to each, let ourselves be the flute in God's hands, the pen in God's hands, the weaver of, the sacred retriever, the sacred beacon. We're here for it all, and we're doing great. This feels so optimistic, and what has gone on in the last 13 hours has really, this is beautiful. This is a beautiful way to bring that energy all together. And so for the collective here, we've got the dragon and the arrow master, right? The dragon slayer. We slay our own emotional dragons. We are powerful. We are strong. We are emotional. We are sensitive. And it's our love that, it's our love song that wants to be sung. It's our love that lives on, after we complete the experience in the vessel of flesh. We were born for this. We came for this time. All of us, we each have a purpose, and it's about enacting free will, our own free will, to make the choices, to open up, to share, to show the world we care, truly care. I don't care what your political beliefs are, your religious beliefs are, or anything like that. It doesn't matter. We're human. And then we have this panther on target, seeing our target. And the target is our heart. Where was that? The arrow. Yeah, the arrow master. And another animal that is likely much more in tune at night. So it feels like there's a message there for all of us about our nighttime routines and how we end our day, and are we burning the candle at both ends? What space do we give ourselves between waking and sleeping, rest? How much time do we give ourselves that space between? Is it enough? Are we flourishing in this energy, or are we overwhelmed and our emotions are feeling dried up, or perhaps they're welling up or bubbling up to the surface? Again, this ancient energy, ancient wisdom. Look at those eyes on both of those cards, right? Again, the intuition. They just had me look over there. They're saying take this card too, so I will. The whale. So perfect final card for us, isn't it? But they were having me look over here again. Clarity comes at night when we close our eyes and just breathe, when we show up for ourselves, when we tune in to our feelings and emotions of the day. Do we give ourselves enough time and space to rest? Ancient again. Yeah, I know. And, back to that Virgo full blood moon. Ancient wisdom, modern mystic, simply spiritual. This is, I'm still a little bit, it's been a lot since I came home from work last night. And the time of rest, 111 there on the clock. How perfect is that? And the time of rest between, I gave myself time of rest, and it's been slow coming into the day. Today, it was slow. And now this message for all of us is one of hope and optimism. Trust your intuition, pay attention to the synchronistic messages, take responsibility, and feel lean. Remember, we were told to lean into the non-linear, lean into the spiritual support. We've just moved into Aries. It's this Aries is the sacred fool and the emperor energy. Divine masculine and the feminine is here holding space for the masculine, who is experiencing at this time some big emotions. If they've been, if you've been doing the work, if you're here watching this, for sure you have been. So thank you. It's happening though. And these things that are happening, there's some things that we cannot control, right? Destiny, fated events, these kind of things we don't control. The synchronistic moments, we get to pay attention to them if we're lucky and we're tuned in, and then we gain in our inner resources. Our faith grows, our ability to show up for ourselves. It's a disciplined practice. And we sing our soul song, and we sing the song that calls others home to their heart as well. Oh, man. Via our changes, this is it. We're here for love and not much more. We are the phoenix here to restore integrity and righteousness via the path of mastery. We walk with our very own heart. And with that being said, I mean, we could just keep going, right? It's so beautiful. We're so beautiful. And here's the Empress to the Emperor. So this is the final card. Trust your heart. Which card are they showing me? This is where we are. Trust your heart. We're doing great. We're doing great. It's like Heaven's Gate, I just heard, and Lion's Gate. And so it feels like right now, so we're resting, and then we're rising. Easter time, we're rising. The days are getting longer. There's more hopefully sunshine and stuff. There's just more this feeling of life and play, right? The new year. This is New Year, celebrating new life, another season that we have lived through. And we are, we're seeing seeds grow this season, and we're also planting some when we're feeling ready to plant them again. We're planting some new seeds, and we're going to nurture these seeds. And it feels like by the time the Lion's Gate, we are gaining our strength, and we are feeling more confident and more grounded. We're into the dog days of summer. Loyal and faithful people are coming into our life and our experience, and our experience is expanding. The circle is widening. It feels really, really beautiful, everyone. And so with that being said, happy Sunday, Sunday fun day. I see you. I feel you. I love you. Thanks so much for showing up. And I look forward to connecting with you again tomorrow for we're going to get into some planetary stuff, some astrology things. And of course, just whatever's coming up for us each and every day. We're in these times of rapid change. And so it's so important that we keep coming back to what's really important, and it is a calm and peaceful nervous system. It's powerful. It is powerful, and so are you. I see you. I feel you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, and have a great day.